Okay, so we are going to do exercise 9.5 on page 941. Oh, and I'm actually going to take out these numbers here, and I'm going to plug them in after. Okay, so 9.5 says, Gotham Company purchased a new machine on October 1st, 2022 at a cost of $90,000. The company estimated that the machine has a salvage value of $8,100. The machine is expected to be used for 70,000 working hours during its 10-year useful life. Instructions: compute the depreciation expense under the straight line method for 2022 and 2023, assuming a December 31 year end. Okay, so the first thing we have to do is figure out the annual depreciation. That's the very first thing we have to do. So what is the cost of the equipment? So they tell us that the cost of the equipment was $90,000, right? $90,000. What was the salvage value? They told us in the problem that the salvage value was $8,100, right? $8,100 is our salvage value. So we've got a cost of $90,000. We've got a salvage value of $8,100. So what you do is you subtract, and I'm just changing this to get this into currency. You subtract the $8,100 from the or 90, and that gives us what we call our depreciable cost, or sometimes referred to as the depreciable base. Okay, so in this case, our depreciable cost is that right? 8,100. Yeah. Okay. So our depreciable cost is $81,900 divided by a useful life of, they told us it was 10 years, right? So our annual depreciation, our annual depreciation for this asset is $8,190 per year. So our annual depreciation is $8,190 per year. Okay, so now what we want to know is we want to do the entry for 2022 and 2021. So we have to ask ourselves, when was the date that we purchased it? And this is where it gets into the details of figuring out the asset, okay? So we purchased it on, so you have to look at your problem. We purchased this on October 1. So October 1, 2022. Okay. So you're always going to want to write down what your purchase date is. Okay. So when you're figuring out, when you're getting ready to do your depreciation, remember, we're going to go back over here to the steps, and we're at these steps here. We've just figured the annual depreciation. Okay. Now we're going to ask ourselves, is the depreciation current? You're going to go from the last time depreciation was done to the date that you're doing the entry. If there's no gap in time, it means yes, it's current. You go down to number 4 if you're disposing of it. If the last time it was done to the date of sale or the date of depreciation entry, which we're doing depreciation entry, there is a gap of time. Depreciation is not current. So you have to bring the depreciation current. And that's the process we're working on now. You have to bring the depreciation current. So this is the process of bringing depreciation current. So you start with your purchase date. Then you're going to ask yourself, is the depreciation current? When was the last time it was done? When was the last time depreciation was done? Last time done equals never, because it's done on the 31st of the month, or the 31st of December, and we purchased this on October 1. So on the last December, we didn't hold it. So it's never been done. So we need to go, so it's never been done. So we have to go from the purchase date to the date of entry, all right? So the first entry, so we're going from October 1, October 1, October 1, 2022 to December 31, 2022, because they're asking us to do the entry for 2022 and they're asking us to do the entry for 2023. Right now, we're just figuring for 2022. Okay. So if we count it out, I'm going to write it out here. All of October, November, and December equals 3 months, right? And then we're going to go back to the kind of the formula thing. And what you do with the formula is it's the annual depreciation times the time. Okay? If it's 12 months, 12 over 12 is 1. So it would be $8,190, right? 1 year's worth. But we've only got 3 months worth because we only owned it in 2022 for October, November, and December. So what we have is $8,190. Sorry, $8,190. Keep forgetting that $90. $8,190 times 3/12, right? Which is equal to 8,190 times 0.25. So that is equal to $2,047.50 for 2022. Okay, $2,047.50 for 2022. So we're going to come over here, and on December 31, 2022, we're going to debit depreciation expense, $2,047.50, and we're going to credit accumulated depreciation equipment for the same dollar amount of $2,047.50. And for this, you are going to have some problems that have a change in them. Okay, so that's just for 2022. Okay, now we got to do 2023. Okay. Bring depreciation current for 2023. All right, so now we're going to go through the same process. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put the purchase date down there, but we're not going to need the purchase date for the next one. Okay, because when we ask ourselves the question, when was the last time it was done? The last time it was done was on December 31, 2022. So we're going to go from the last time done to the date of entry. So in this case, we're going from December 31, 2022 to December 31, 2023. Okay. So it's all of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December, right? So that's equal to 12 months, right? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to figure it out here. Even though we know 12 months is a full year, I'm going to write it all out like I did before, okay? So we take the annual depreciation of 8,190 times the time, right? So that's equal to 8,190 times 12 over 12, which is equal to 8,190 times 1, because 12 over 12 reduces to 1. So the total is 8,190. Now we know for a full year of depreciation, it's 8,190, but I'm just working it out step by step so you can see how that's worked out, okay? So now we know for 2023, the total is 8,190. So we're gonna come up here, and this is gonna be for, I don't like the way the date shows above here. So we're going to go up here and we're going to go, this is 2023, December 31, 2023. We're going to debit depreciation expense, $8,190. And we're going to credit accumulated depreciation equipment, $8,190. Okay, so this, let me try and get it on the full screen here so you can see everything together. There we go. All right. So that kind of gives you everything together so you can see all of the pieces that are involved in figuring out this problem. All right. I'm going to stop the recording there.